Get some joke ideas.
Yo,
Hey, there we go.
good
We're
to see you,
cooking.
man.
You too. This is it. Number 2
Number
of
2.
the Sam Morril, Mark Normand joint.
I thought you were going to say experiment.
That's been taken by Spotify.
Or
100 million. Joe Rogan.
oh shit, that's right. I thought you were going
Yeah,
to say
he's
the
the
Jamie
experiment.
Kennedy experiment. I thought it
Oh,
was a
geez, I
Joe
hope we're not
Rogan.
that bad.
I thought it was a Joe Rogan experience.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're what the hell? I'm thinking of a gay experimenting. That's a whole nother thing.
I think it was the Jamie Kennedy experiment.
Yeah, boy, he sucked, huh? He was
I
cool
lo-
though because he made it from he used to work at McDonald's and then he was in Scream, so he has
really?
something.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought I thought he was like the funny guy in Scream. I thought he was great.
yeah, he's great in movies, but that
Yeah.
stand up and the heckle movie and it
What
was
was the
all bad.
premise? What was the premise of the Heckle movie?
I think it was like, look how much I get heckled because I'm a movie star, and look at me shoot him down.
But it wasn't part of it that he would like show up at your home.
Oh, was that part?
Yeah, because in the trailer, I think he'd be like, "Did you write this about me?" And the guy's like, "Ah," you know. Because
Oh, that's it. That's good.
I kind of like the premise just because it's like you hold these people. It's insane, but you hold these people
Yeah.
accountable.
Right, right. It's Mark Maron had that TV show of his, and one episode he found trolls and went to their house and like confronted them.
Oh wow.
And I was like, oh, I would love to do that because they're always like, oh, sorry. Whenever I always like a troll. Whenever they shit on me on Twitter, I just favorite it, and then
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 they go, big fan, fucking around, sorry. You're like, you pussy. At least keep it going.
Trolls have never been lonelier.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
It's a bad time to be a troll because you got all day, and you really have no one to hug.
Right, right, yeah. I know. Well, I feel like we got bigger fish to fry. When you're getting trolled, I think that's kind of a luxury. You know, like that means people have enough time to troll you.
Right. I know. Every once in a while, you see one where you're like, "Oh, go fuck you!" Like every once in a while, you see one where you're like, "Ah, you nailed it." You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
that. I
yeah.
do think that of myself. You got me.
Yeah, that's the worst. And that's why I read all the comments because you never know. Like one guy's like, you do this too much. I'm like, I do. He's right.
I like that you read like a random stranger from Nebraska, like it's a theater coach.
Well, I take it all in because it's neutral. Like they're not
Yeah.
trying to hurt me or help me. They're just saying a fact. So I'm like, I never saw it that way. Good point.
I think some of them are trying to hurt you.
Well, that's true.
Some
That's
of them are
true.
hoping you see.
It's also annoying when it's like, great special. I love this joke. That was awesome. And then one guy's like, I don't get it. You're like, what do you mean you don't get it? You can get it. You just don't like it. It's okay to not like it, but you know there's jokes in here.
You get it.
Yeah, you get it. You're just trying to be different, you fucking cunt.
It's also you gravitate toward that one bad one. You can get 90 good ones and you get that one bad one. Like if you're on stage and everyone's laughing, but you see one guy in the front row like
Yeah.
this, you're just like, you fucking piece of shit. You're ruining
I
this.
know. I know. And then I'm like, why do I care about him? These other people are having a great time. I should focus on them, but you can't. It's just that one guy with the arms crossed.
Yeah. You ever call that person out though when they actually are enjoying it? They just don't know how to laugh.
Yes, yes, all the time.
Yeah.
I've stopped doing it. I used to see the guy like doing that, and then I was like, well, we're having a great time except for this dude. And he's like, this is my 3rd time this weekend seeing you. I'm like, oh, jeez, I shouldn't have brought it up.
There was someone who said it was something on stage where I forgot which comic it was. There's someone we know who was like, this crowd, what are you guys, retarded or something? And there's literally a guy with a helmet in the back. Like they're like, yeah, he's retarded. You're doing
Yeah.
a special benefit. You should have read what show you were doing.
Oh man, yeah, that's tough. Did we talk about this already? Royal Oak. Royal Oak's one of those clubs where I would show up and I'd be like, "Hey, it's pretty full," and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's the dog benefit is in town or whatever." And these people, it's like a service dog graduation. That was what it was. And so there's all these dogs in the showroom, and they're wearing vests, and they were polite. I think we did talk about this. And then I would just be like, so then blah blah blah, and I go, "Rrr." You just hear a random bark. It was brutal.
Well, how about remember that room Comedy Works in upstate?
Oh, all, what was that? Poughkeepsie or Albany?
Albany.
Saratoga?
Albany.
Albany.
Well, anyway, you get that offer, it'd be like 5 shows Thursday through Saturday. So you assume it's 1 Thursday, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, but then you get there, he's like, no show tonight. And you're like, then why am I here? then
Yeah,
then
yeah,
you're
exactly.
doing 3 on Friday. One of them's like a weird cat benefit in between. And
Yes.
you're like, did I just do 3 hours? And then he's like, one of them's at a college, and you're like, no, they gotta all be at the club. It's gotta be at the
Yeah.
one venue.
Right, right. Or how about the work party? This is a work party full of 81 people. They all hate you. They all know each other. They just want to talk, but they're at a comedy club.
Yeah,
Uh,
we're in their way.
yes. And then you always get this one after. You always get a, hey, like, oh God, what was, I did one in Bananas, and it was like a union. It was like a construction union. And they were like, hey, we thought you were great, but I can't laugh at that shit in front of my foreman. You're like, well, what are you coming here for?
Yeah, I love when it's like the inappropriate office where they're just all shit faced, and one of them's
Yeah.
like, "This guy's a fucking idiot," and you're like, "All right, I guess I got to."
Yeah.
Like, my only form of survival is to make fun of the office bitch now, you know?
I know. I did a firehouse gig years ago, and I was like bombing. So I just go, well, we all know Jeff's gay, and it killed. And he was gay, and he was like the gay guy at the firehouse, and it was like the biggest laugh of the whole night.
Dude, we were watching Waiting for Guffman last night, Taylor and I.
Oh,
I'd
nice.
never seen it.
Oh yeah, Fred Willard's in that, huh?
Fred Willard, Christopher Guest is like the gay
Yeah,
guy. He's the gay
right.
guy, and I didn't. He was so gay, I didn't even realize it was Christopher Guest.
Yeah, he's good. That's a great movie. I watched it with my parents, and we all died.
Yeah, it's funny as hell. You ever see the movie Rope by Hitchcock?
Oh yeah, it's been a while, but I've seen it. It's a classic.
Fucking incredible. Watch that one
Yeah.
too. So good.
Everybody stole from Hitchcock. You watch any movie now, it's all Hitchcock moves, all that like tension building and then the
Yeah.
startle moment. That's all Hitchcock.
Oh yeah. The best.
Yeah. Apparently a real creepy guy with the ladies.
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh
It's
yeah.
weird. It's weird to look like that and just be that famous as a guy, especially in
I
like the
know.
40s.
Right, right. Yeah, that fat, that bald. Yeah, he was an odd duck, they say. Like he was weird about if a girl gained like a pound, he would chew him out. But
It's
that was the
amazing.
60s.
It's amazing what you can get away with back in the day.
I know, I know. If you were a dude back then, you could do anything.
Oh,
You watch
dude.
Mad Men.
But that's what I was thinking with Rope is the whole premise is like, we're going to murder a guy who's inferior to us. That's like 2 white guys. And you're like, holy shit, man, white guys had it good. They're just going to kill a guy. And that's at a cocktail party and just like see if they can get caught.
Right.
That's the whole movie.
Yeah, that's true. Wow, that was like sport. It was like for fun. Like we're bored. We're so bored. Let's kill a guy. See if we can get away with it.
Yeah. And the whole punchline back then was like, it's all right. He went to Harvard. And you're like, I bet that killed in the movie theater back then.
Yeah, yeah. That was back when going to Harvard. I feel like now everybody's been to Harvard, you know? And that was back when going to Harvard was like, holy shit, it was like royalty.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was thinking this the other day. I was having dinner. I was at a big dinner party with like 10 people. And this one guy said something. He's like, doesn't it suck? And this girl goes, oh, shut up. You're a white man. Get over it. And it got me thinking. I know it was annoying, but it got me thinking like, all right, so certain groups have certain privileges, but
Right.
they say the biggest privilege is having a 2-parent household. But no one
Oh,
ever brings that. No one ever goes, all right, shut up, 2 parents. You know what I mean?
interesting.
Like, we always bring up the race, but no one brings that up.
That's a good point.
It's a point.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's funny. It's a point.
It's a wordier insult. All right, 2-parent household.
Yeah, yeah. It's too clunky. It's not like, all right, Whitey.
All right, parents are still married. Yeah, I could see how it hurts.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
you can't get
it's
upset by it. You're like, yeah, what are you gonna do? Call your parents and talk to both of them at the same time? You know?
right, right. When you were a kid, didn't you? Your parents were split.
Well, my parents were split till I was like, I mean, I didn't meet my biological father till later in life, but my mom met my dad, who I call dad, when I was like, they met when I was like 3, and then
Oh,
they
okay.
got married when I was like 7. So I mean, I remember changing my name, to Morril.
Whoa.
Yeah, yeah, I still remember that. When I was young. I was like practicing how to spell Morril, and even then I was like, this doesn't make sense phonetically. This is a bullshit name.
So what was it before that?
Greenberg. Yeah.
What? Wow. You're like a director in the 50s. You're like, gotta change it. It's too Jewy. Wow,
Well, John
Greenberg.
John Stewart, John Leibowitz, right?
That's right. That's right. Exactly. You would
Jeff
have been a whole
Ross,
different guy.
Jeff Ross, Jeffrey Lipschultz.
Yeah, Rodney Dangerfield was Jacob Cohen,
Yeah.
and Woody Allen is shit.
Guilty for
Alan.
fucking his daughter?
I think it was Alan Koenig or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
So we watched Bullets Over Broadway the other night too, Woody Allen.
Oh, classic.
For some reason, you got to get it illegally because it's not playing anywhere. We tried to get it on Amazon. It's like $100.
What?
Bullets Over Broadway is his funniest movie.
Bucks.
I think it's
Is
his
that-
funniest movie.
It's pretty great. I mean, just the agents bantering in the deli is some of the best dialogue.
Fucking incredible, man.
But is it too inside? Do you think regular people get it?
What, Bullets Over Broadway?
Yeah, like all that showbiz stuff.
Yeah, because it's just funny. It's just, I
Yeah.
think it's just, Diane Wiest is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's great.
We knew, my mom said I used to play with her kid growing up, which I don't remember, like in the park.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And then I have a friend who's gay who made out with her daughter. When
that's fun.
he was still like not out, he like made out with, I was like, you made out with Diane Wiest's daughter? He's like, yeah. I was like, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
But I was also like, but you're gay. Why are you making out with movie
you
star
wasted
daughters?
it. Let me do it.
What are you doing to stay fit right now? Because you look the same.
I just got a girlfriend cut the hair, and it's
Looks
all
good.
lopsided. Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Same here. I mean, I didn't do this.
Yeah, it's you feel Amish. She's out there with a scissor, and I've got a towel over me. But I can't go to the gym, obviously, so I do like the prison workout. I'm doing lunges on the tricep on a ottoman, and I do 50 push-ups every day. I do planks, and I go to like scaffolding like a fucking Guido on the sidewalk, and I do pull-ups.
I can't picture you doing that.
It's embarrassing.
Do you wear gloves or anything? You just touch the scaffolding.
Oh, dude, I've already given up hope. I'm in Connecticut right now. We rented a car from Newark. You know, I'm staying with 10 people right now.
Who are these 10 people?
These are the girlfriend's friends, and I'm just latching on. And they like make big dinner parties, and they make cocktails, and we're listening to them jazz, and they're intellectuals, and it's hard as the comic because I'm such a weirdo, and you know, normal people are scary. And I've already said like 8 things that have shut the room down.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
I believe it was Freud who said it. AIDS. You're like, what the fuck? Stop it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And they're like talking about how the plants are changing, and they care about like real life stuff like the weather and plants and food and cuisine and books. And I'm like, talking about Louis C.K. and all this bullshit. And so I'm like, you guys seen Dumb and Dumber?
Dude, this is the pilot for your sitcom right here.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah.
not
Your
bad.
girlfriend's like, you need to prove to me that you can be around normal people, and then she takes you out there and you blow it, and she dumps you up there.
Right. Hey, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's the
what
show.
is it? I mean, it's what? Why are we so different? I guess to us, words are so much more numb. We're numb to words. Where words to these people are like, that'll shut the whole thing down.
Yeah, I think we are like, I mean, look, I look at it this way, like sex workers, it probably takes more for them to get aroused. We're comics. It takes more for us to feel.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, to feel in terms of a joke. Not, I mean, I don't
Right.
think we're sociopaths here, but
No. I know what you mean. Yeah, I made a joke. We were talking about the Virgin Airlines and how that's weird. Like, why'd they name it Virgin? Because the conversation hasn't been that riveting. And I'm just so bored. And they're like, I think you had a Virgin Cola. I was like, oh yeah, when you pop it open, it bleeds. And they were like, I mean, the whole room just went quiet.
I thought you were like, why do they call it Virgin? I've had sex on that airline, and they're like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. I know it's an exercise in like small talk and being normal and like censoring yourself. It's tough.
Yeah, it's tough because you're past like the audition phase with your girlfriend. You've been together long enough where you're like, I'm just gonna be me.
Yes, exactly. And I keep having these moments in the bathroom, like, nah, just get through it. And I'm like, no, fuck it, I'm gonna be me. Nah, just get through the weekend and behave yourself. And I'm like, so it's tough. We analyze everything. I don't think other people are
Yeah.
analyzing. I'm just like, this guy hates me. He thinks he's better than me. She's a cunt. It's
Do
brutal.
they actually hate you? I bet some of them are impressed you're a comic. Do any of them know your comedy or no?
Oh, no, but they know I'm a comic, but they don't know the comedy.
None of them have like looked you up out of curiosity.
Maybe in the beginning, like, a few years ago, but I think the girlfriend has been like, don't ask him dumb questions, because I always complain about that, like the Uber driver, you know, like, don't tell him I'm a comic, because then they go, oh, what's that like? Do you know Dane Cook?
God, how old is the girl you're dating? Do you know Dane Cook? Hey, do you know Pat Cooper?
Well, I go with the most generic
Yeah.
comic, like the mainstream that everybody knows. But yeah,
What about
it's weird.
what about so what are they making for dinner? They're cooking in this house. You all just rented a house and socially distancing's like out the window, no one gives a shit.
Out the window. I mean, we assume we've all been quarantining, which I guess we have. We've been in
Yeah.
our apartment for 2 weeks or whatever. But one of them's a
You,
chef, so
you've been
she's been
doing
making.
pull-ups on scaffolding.
Yeah, shh, they don't know that. But
Yeah.
yeah, one's been doing chef stuff, so it's like, and they pick shit from the garden. It's
Yeah.
it's out of a movie. It's crazy.
Damn, that sounds great.
It's pretty nice, but again, I'm just so in my head. I got to relax.
Yeah. You
Like
can't what are you doing at night? Do you watch movies? You just chat and get drunk? What do you do?
we get drunk, we listen to music, we chat, philosophy, the arts, life and love and cinema and all that bullshit. And everybody's in a leather chair and smoking a joint, and it's like a Woody Allen film.
Oh
And I'm
man,
Woody.
this is the scene though in your opening where your girlfriend's like begging you to behave, and some guy they're talking about like Camus, and you just like lift up a leg and fart, and she's like,
Yes, I've been
"Mark, you
farting.
promised, you promised."
Yeah. And I just picture them driving away after the weekend going, that one guy was a lot, huh?
You know what I always worry is, oh man, look at that big LaCroix.
Oh, yeah.
What I always worry is they walk away like that guy's a comedian.
Oh, I know. He's so lowbrow.
Not
That's
only
the thing
that,
about comics.
yeah,
Nobody realizes we like farts, we like dick jokes, we like,
yeah.
poo and all this. And yeah.
But I've said this before. Those jokes go back to like the beginning of comedy, so I think like there's a reason those jokes live on. You know?
I agree. Yeah. Queef is still, I mean, like Louis C.K., say what you will, he's so funny, but every joke is about jerking off.
Right.
It all goes back to that adolescent childhood shit.
Yeah, I think everybody like if you pick up a book that's like ancient Greece from like 400
Yeah.
BC, they're making jokes about farts.
Yes. I mean, your butt is making a sound. Like, come on. And it's a funny sound. How can you beat that?
That is the shit that gets me. Like the lowest brow shit will make me laugh the hardest.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
Same.
MacGruber or like, have you seen MacGruber?
It's been a while, but I saw it. I
It's
watched it on
so
a plane
good.
once.
It's so
Yeah,
good.
it's really that slapsticky shit. One time when I first met Michelle Wolf years ago, when two comics meet, you're awkward. I was trying to make friends with her, and we were in the back of a bar show, and the guy was bombing, and I went, "Hey," and I lifted my cheek up and farted, and it was so loud, and she died. Like, I've never made her laugh this hard. That was 8 years ago. Never laughed this hard since.
She's more comic than female at this point. That's why.
Completely.
That's awesome. Yeah, Michelle would laugh at. That's great. I love that.
Yeah, she's like what RoboCop is. She's like less man, more comic.
Um, dude, yeah, we got like kettlebells here now and stuff.
Oh, that's good.
I've been trying to do stuff. I can't run. I'm too depressed to run. We drove around LA to try to find a basketball court. I bought a ball and, Taylor drive me around to find a hoop. This depresses me more than anything. They are ripping hoops off the backboard. So there's no hoops. You can't play if you wanted to.
That's horrible.
And then you get to a couple, they're chained up so you can't get in. It's such a bummer.
Damn, that's like, footloose shit. Like, you can't dance, like you're taking fun away.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Crazy. That's what's crazy about this virus. I tweeted this the other day, but it's like, it's like a horror movie where if you have fun, you'll die. You know, we keep showing like people in a swimming pool partying. Everybody's like, look at
Yeah.
these fucking animals. And they're like, they're just trying to have fun. I mean, they'll probably let them die, but they're going out with a smile.
It's so funny because you see water parks to me are like it's like a weird combination of fun and also the grossest shit
Yeah.
imaginable. Like, I mean,
Oh
that's
yeah.
just pee water. You're in
That's
there.
all it is.
I don't want to be in like, dude, I'll swim at the rec center and you see kids in there and you're like, fuck, there's not enough chlorine for this, you know?
Yeah, it's pee water. It's everybody's asshole is in the water,
Yeah.
and that's a problem. I always say the worst name for a water park now: wet market.
How about yeah, water parks? My first thought was like looking at that as like, oh, I don't want to be this close to people like pre-pandemic, but then you think about the like the subway and the
I know,
how
I
we
know.
lived. I remember I fucking sneezed in a guy's face once on the subway. I felt
Ooh.
hard. I was holding a coffee and a phone in my other hand, and it was a packed subway, and I just went, oh, achoo, right in a guy's face, and I was like, I am so sorry. And he just was like, he cocked back his fist, and I was like, what can I do? I have to let him
Yeah.
hit me. I deserve it. I deserve to
Whoa.
get punched in the fucking face right now.
So
He
what
cocked
happened?
back. He cocked back, and it was like every cop movie where they're like, ugh, ugh. And a partner's like, don't do it, man. That's
Right.
what it felt like. Where he's like, and he just
Yeah.
fucking he bailed. But I was ready. I deserved to get hit in the face for that.
Wow.
Can you
Yeah. I
imagine doing
mean,
that now?
oh my God. That would start a war now.
This was like pre-germ.
Right, right. Whoo. Yeah, you're lucky that wasn't a germaphobe. He would have killed you.
So what are they cooking out there?
Oh man, last night we had like grilled veggies on a grill that were like beautiful asparagus and eggplant and all this shit. It's all colorful and shiny. And then we had what was the food? Some kind of pasta with penne sauce on it and chicken thighs and
God damn.
it's like just big kale salad, these big bowls, and it's all rustic and pretty, candlelight. I mean, these people know how to live.
What is this? The Big Chill? This is crazy.
It is. Yeah, they love drugs, they love booze.
Yeah.
It's wild. But these are nice, well-mannered, educated people. And then
It's
I
who
come
you
in.
should be about, man. No, it's who you should be around, man. You sell your comedy short, man. Your comedy is highbrow, I think. I mean,
Well,
we all take liberties here and there, but you're taking big swings with your comedy.
sure. I mean, hey, I'm not saying I'm a dummy. I'm just saying like I think we were talking about veganism, and I was like, "Well, oral's not vegan." And this lady goes, "That's foul." And I was like, "How's that foul?" She goes, "You know it's foul." I'm like, "All right,
It's
what are we
foul.
doing here? We're gonna die one day. This is gonna live your life, you know?" It's so silly.
That's such a great thing to say. We're gonna die one day, and they're like, I know. Could you not talk about sucking dick at the dinner table? It's such a great.
Right, right, yeah.
I
I
feel the
just don't
same way.
understand that way of thinking. Like, you've had a dick in your mouth. I've had a vag in my face. Like, we're adults here. Why do we have to
Right.
pretend like this is some kind of a convent?
Oh, I feel the same. Like growing up, that is my sense of humor because my mom, I'd see like how far I could go with my mom, and when she goes Sam, I'd be like, all right, that's funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
just found right where I should go to.
Right, right. Yeah, exactly. You got to push that line. And also, I think
Yeah.
that's why I mean, this is a stretch, but maybe that's why you listen to a comedian. It's because they go to a different level. Otherwise, you never need to hear one because you can hear it on the street.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about trolls and we're talking about hecklers, but I mean, that's why people love these heckler videos is because they're living vicariously through us, man. Especially with
Right.
like all these layoffs. There's shit people want to say to their boss right now.
Yes, yes, exactly. That was another thing. I don't know how many people in the house can hear me, but one guy has been kind of quiet the whole time, and we went off to the side. And he just went off about like he's like the left this, the left that, and I'm like, oh shit, this guy's going off, and it was so fun to hear. Not because I agree, but I was just like, oh, somebody with like saying some shit that's different than not like status quo. It was fascinating.
What was he saying?
Just like these pussies with the mask. I hate this shit. We got to bring the economy back, all that stuff. And I was like, yeah, but what if you have it and you give it to somebody? He's like, I don't have it. Fuck that. You know, if you're scared, you stay inside. Let me go out. You know,
But what do
it
we?
was,
What does anybody know is the
I
problem? Like,
know,
I
I
mean,
know.
like that basketball player Rudy Gobert who shut down the NBA was mocking COVID. He was like,
Yeah.
he was rubbing the microphones, and then he had
Then
it
he
and gave
got
it
it.
to his teammate.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah, it's
you could
true.
have that attitude, but you could also be, you could have it. We
Yeah.
took
No.
we took a COVID drive-through test, and I feel like, I swear to God. So we're driving through,
Oh yeah. How
because
was that?
okay, so Los Angeles gives it to their residents. I'm not a resident, but Taylor was like, we could fake it, right? And I said, yeah. I felt like an undocumented immigrant, being just like being in the car with her. I was like, I hope I don't get caught,
Right.
And
Right.
we're driving through. Everyone's got like fucking hazmat type suits on, and like the masks all the way down, like big glass
Whoa.
ones. They're grabbing stuff with, like, what are those called? Those, like, you squeeze it and
Oh yeah, the tong thing,
the
like in a
tong thing.
nuclear power plant.
Yeah, it's crazy. And so we take the test and we're going through, and I got away with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they didn't check my driver's license because I guess they don't want to get close to you. So I'll find out. Here's what they say:
Mm.
7 to 10 business days is when you get the results, which is insane.
That's so long.
I want to do a joke, and that's like finding out your pregnancy results in 9 months. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, it's already too late.
it's too late, and
That's hilarious.
it's too long.
Good
It's like
analogy.
2 weeks basically is what it is. And
Yeah,
that's, I mean, by
that's
the time,
crazy.
because you might not have it anymore by the time
Right,
you get the
right.
results.
So how many days has it been since the test?
We just went last week. I mean, I think we went on
Okay.
Friday. No, we went on Saturday. We went like 2 days ago.
Oh, all right, all right, all right. That's pretty cool. I love how they can find a disease in your body, but they can't check ID. Like they can't figure that part out, but they can figure out the other thing.
It feels like end of the world shit.
Yeah.
When you're just
That,
you can't get out of your car. Everyone's keeping a distance from you. They're in these giant suits. And I just thought, like, what a horrible job that is.
damn, yeah, that sucks. God, I can't wait till this is over. I thought this would last 10 minutes, and here we are in almost June.
Dude, I mean, I feel for like cashiers or like, anyone in those jobs right now. God damn it.
I know, I know. At the CVS, I go to CVS by my house, and the lady's full on suit, gloves,
Fuck.
mask, and
That
do they
job
get
in your
them?
neighborhood already sucked, by the way, with all the drunks that
Yeah,
come in.
I know, I know. And it's
That's like a
24
party
hours.
area. Yeah.
Totally. Do they up the pay, or how's that work?
I don't know, man. I feel like they must not. It must just be like, fuck, I got a badge. It's like getting a late seller spot. You're like, I guess this is just my spot time.
Yeah, I got to do it.
I got a
Damn.
135.
Right, right, right. Oh man, remember those?
I mean, dude, things you take for
Those late
granted.
spots were a bummer.
Yeah. But they also
Oh,
were
now,
the
yeah, now I'd
best.
kill for one.
I mean, I was thinking of all the cities and
Well, yeah, the
casinos I
hang
would
was
play.
good.
The Hang.
Oh yeah, Bert Kreischer's doing drive-through movie theaters, and he's like, "You want to come with me?" I was like, "Maybe I will." It's a set, like it's gonna be brutal. They're in their cars, so I don't know if you can hear the laugh, but like it could be kind of an adventure and a fun story.
Yeah, you're telling your new friends of the house, drive through movie theaters, rather elementary.
Yeah, I'm telling you, cable knit sweaters, the
Oh,
whole thing.
nice. Oh, I
It's
love it.
wild.
And it's all couples?
Yeah, yeah, and gay guys and a couple men women couples.
Are you guys playing like two-hand touch like in Wedding Crashers?
No, what's oh no athletics whatsoever.
Nothing?
I asked one guy to play badminton with me, and it was a mess.
Badminton.
That's what we're talking. It's waspy.
You've changed, dude.
But you got to dip in other cultures for a minute, see what it's
No, I
like.
like it. I like it.
But
But it's so funny that early
weird.
on you're like, I'm doing fucking pull-ups on scaffolding. Now you're like, and I offered him a game of badminton.
Well, the scaffolding, that's the real me.
That is you. Dude,
But
you
the other
fucking
shit,
you work out, man.
I try. I think it's good for you. I think it's healthy. I think anything you don't want to do is probably, I mean, other than the extremes like anal, but like, it's good for you. I think you gotta stay uncomfortable a little bit in life.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I miss comedically, is like just walking in the same areas and not having new things happen to me for the most part. I mean, that's why, like, even going through this drive-through for the COVID test, I was excited to go because I was like, I might think
Yes.
of a joke because this is a new opportunity and this is something new. I mean, I know that our lives became, you know, kind of predictable in some ways. When you're doing the road every weekend, you're like, okay, this is routine. I'm going to the
Right.
airport. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. But that routine, you still find new angles and new possibilities. New things happen. I feel like very
Oh yeah.
few new things are
Oh
happening right
yeah.
now.
I know, and we thrive on the variety, you know, like that's why we
Yeah.
can't work in an office. It's just that 9 to 5 every day, the cubicle, the fluorescent lights, the boss coming in, the coffee, the whole thing. But at least, even though it's routine with the airport and everything, it's like we're going to Denver now. Now we're going to San Francisco. Now we're going to Phoenix. Like, and the crowds are weird. This is a red state. This is a blue state. This is a drunk show. This is a whatever, a benefit show. Like, it's always different.
Yeah. It's so true. Do you have any plans for going back on the road?
Well, that was. I mean, I wonder if we should tell the people at home that we both signed with new representation. You know,
What a
starting
stressful
fresh.
week. Yeah. I mean, very
Crazy.
stressful.
So glad it's over. I mean, I was literally losing sleep. Like I'd wake up at 5 thinking about it, then I had to like
Yeah.
make myself go back to sleep.
Yeah. I mean, I was surprised that we were getting that much interest.
Yeah, it was
it's
nice. Well, the
been,
specials.
it's
Thank God we put
been,
the specials out.
it's been, it's been a long ride with you, man. And for some reason, our careers in many ways have mirrored each other's.
Yeah.
Like we went through the whole Montreal Just for Laughs thing together. We went through the
Right.
whole, you know, Comedy Central special thing together, the half hours, the hours, you know, we
The
both did YouTube
Conans.
special, Conan's,
Yeah.
Fallon,
Right.
Corden, like whatever. We did so much of the same
That's
stuff.
true.
And I feel
Hour
like
special with Schumer. Yeah, so many similar things.
so then you know, to lose the same agent, which was very upsetting. And then, you know, to hear from other people, you're like, well, I just want some stability in my life.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Yeah. My manager quit the business just randomly, and our agent, we had the same agent, got let go. So it was a crazy time. So much changed, and the specials came out. Thank God we put those specials out. You know, it was a risk. It was almost like I felt like a loss. Like, we didn't get picked up by a Netflix or HBO, but I think we did the right thing looking back.
And I'll say that to like young comics who might be watching this, make your own opportunities because fuck the industry and fuck waiting on the industry
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
they have their own ideas of what's good. And I think history will prove your stuff to be, you know, if you put it out, let me rephrase it. If you put it out and you keep writing, you keep putting shit out, I
Yes.
think that's the only answer. That's all you can control. And
Right.
why give them control? We're not actors. We don't have to wait for auditions. I think
Yeah.
make your own stuff, I think.
Totally, totally. And this is gonna sound cunty, but it better be good when you put it out. Like,
Yeah.
don't just go, I'll put something out. I'm the fucking shit. And then it sucks. You'll get a real gauge on it, you know, because you can think you're great all day, but the audience kind of decides.
Yeah.
So make sure it's good. Do it for years, hone it, then put it out, shoot it well, spend some money, and then put it out. But yeah, I think we did it the right way.
I think so.
Yeah, no, it went
it's
well.
it's oh man, it's definitely I'm grateful we shot something because that would have been
Yeah,
hell
yeah.
to be sitting on an hour. Because now I feel like I had all this new stuff I was excited about, and what the fuck am I going to do with that? You know?
I know. I know. I told you before. I did a Zoom show like a couple days ago, and I was doing my act. I was like, these new jokes were pretty good. Like I got some shit here, and it just sucks to just have that flatlined. You're building, you got momentum, and it's just gone.
Yeah, because we're in the only thing that requires an audience for the editing process. Like filmmakers, I mean, I guess it's hard to get a crew together to get insured, but they're not like you're not screenwriting something and like going to a club and being like, "What do you guys think of this dialogue right here?" You know, like
Yeah,
we
yeah.
need them.
I know. I know. We need them as much as we shit on them and get annoyed by them. We need them.
I miss the road like crazy. I miss that like style of living. I feel like
Same. Same.
I almost felt like we were like cowboys or something. Like we just went town to
Yes.
town and take care of our shit, you know?
I always think of it like paratroopers. Like I call
Yeah.
you, I call List. He's in Portland. You're in Philly. I'm in Austin, and it just feels like we need funny here. And they just dropped us out of a plane, and we just float down, tell some jokes, and go back. Yeah, it feels cool. It feels like you're doing a service. You're like showing up, doing your thing, and leaving.
Yeah. Are you driving right now?
Yeah, we're gonna go back today. Got a nice Hyundai Elantra from Newark. Gonna head back
Well, you
about two
take. How'd you
hours.
get to Newark?
Uber.
Damn, are Ubers? Do those stress you out right now?
I mean, I told you, I don't feel any fear, but I got weird. I'm more worried about this guy in the next room hating me than I am about catching COVID. But he's got the mask on. He's got the Duvetine partition, between us, and should be all right.
Yeah. Damn. I guess. Yeah. I guess Ubers are taking precautionary measures, but
Oh
uh,
yeah.
are you writing bits?
I'm coming up with them, and then I try to workshop, and then I go, oh, I can't wait to try this. Ah, fuck. So I gotta try them on you. What do you got?
I was looking at lots of stuff. Let me see what I got. I had some idea. I just had some loose ideas, and then I had some probably better stuff. But let me see what I got.
I got some weird ones.
Oh, you know
So
what I thought
buckle
of?
up.
How like a woman used to drop something and you'd have to and you'd pick it up if you were a gentleman,
Yeah.
but now because of the virus, chivalry is dead. The virus is
Yeah.
like a woman, like you don't hold a door for a woman, you like just slam in her face and you're like, COVID.
You're welcome. Yeah,
You
it's polite to do
yeah,
that. Like if you picked that thing up for her and gave it to her, she'd be like, "Well, now I got a Purell. Thanks, Dick."
exactly.
Oh, I like that.
Just an
But
idea,
see,
nothing.
are you doing COVID stuff? I don't know if I want to go back and do COVID shit.
I mean, maybe that's just for me to burn here then. I don't fucking know.
Well, yeah, burn it. It's a good. I mean, you still got to exercise it. I get it.
I just want to not lose how to write.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
no,
I'm scared.
totally.
I'm like I was thinking about that the other night. I'm like, if someone heckle me right now, how fast would I be? It's like if
Oh,
it's like
I
if you're like
know.
an MMA fighter and you're just like oh yeah, I stopped fighting 6 months ago. You can
Yeah.
still fight, but you don't fight like how you could fight.
No, 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 totally. Yeah, you lose that fastball, you lose that quick reaction, and now you're in your head. Before you just got heckled and you just handled it. Now you're like, how much time have I lost? Am I the same? And you start getting self conscious, and you second guess yourself, and that's when you're fucked.
I feel like that first laugh you get in a comedy club is going to be like getting laid at a prison for the
Ah,
first time, you know?
I know, right? I know. Oh man, I can't wait. It's we're gonna be rusty though. We're gonna probably go up and go, what sorry folks. Oh boy.
Yeah. What are you working on?
All right, all right. I got a couple ideas here. Uh, you know, if you read Twitter and everything and Facebook and all the social media, everybody's pretty anti-America. Everybody's like, "Oh, fuck this country. Our president sucks. This sucks. Everything's whatever." Even like, "I'm moving to Canada." You hear that a lot. But one patriotic moment is when you're watching 90 Day Fiance and you realize the gargoyles people are willing to fuck and pretend to love just to get into this country. You're kind of like, hey, we can't be that bad. If you're willing to fuck that troll to get here from Russia or wherever the hell you are,
That's fucking
that
funny.
that that's kind of a big flattering compliment. Like, look what you're willing to do. You're gonna get naked and plow this, pig just to get in the country. Pretty good.
We are pretty great.
Yeah,
We're a
you're not
pretty
really
great
allowed to say
country. Yeah,
that.
we like. I do feel pride when you say that. When you're like, when you see a mismatched couple, one of them's an immigrant, you're just like, "Fuck yeah, America." You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. They're
I hear
dying to
you.
get in here. I mean, the caravan, they walked.
Oh my god, that
Yeah.
was that was a lot.
Whatever
And
happened with that?
we're walkers. I think we shut it down. I think
Oh,
it got.
wow.
I mean, that
Is
was
that
like one of the things where like I won't fucking walk. I'm like I'm taking the train if it's more than like 30 blocks. That was
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was that was like biblical right there.
Yeah, totally biblical, especially with like we have cars, like can't you get a Yugo or something? Or a dirt bike? All right,
Fuck
what do you
me.
got?
I don't know what I got. Let me see what else. I have so many things on COVID. I guess I might have to just drop some of those. But
Well, I mean, I'll take them. I'm just saying, I don't know if I want to do them on stage.
I think it's funny that Trump like he won't wear a mask because he thinks his followers will think he's a wimp if he does. But it's like, it's for
Yeah.
medical reasons and safety. Does he look at astronauts like, what is that, a helmet, you fucking pussy?
That's great. Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's also just, it's so fun. It's such a funny thing to make it into like a political
I
statement where you're
know.
like,
I
it's like,
know.
you could just do it to be polite to whoever you're with.
Exactly. Exactly. I just do it so I don't get yelled at. I don't want to deal with it. It's easier to do it than not do
Yeah.
it and bitch about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also hard to be like a white guy and not wear one and be like, I'm fucking, like, people immediately be like, oh, you're white privilege. That's why you're
Right.
not.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's a bad sign for your leader. Like even the leader won't do the most, like the smallest effort to be polite.
Yeah. He's fucking, it is funny that it's like that is the dude. If this were a movie, he'd fucking die instantly.
Yeah,
So
that's
the movie
true.
is like, I'm not wearing that mask, and then they're like, your president's dead, and it just cuts like dun 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 dun.
Yeah. Then they do the 21 gun salute, and all the guys shooting the guns have masks on. It's like, oh, that could be funny too. Like if he dies, it should be an open casket. You know, like,
Yeah,
hey, you still, obviously you're not scared of this air. All
yeah.
right, that's dumb. Is this anything? This is really stupid. Uh, it's a good thing that animals that I know of don't get. You know what? Your friends like, if I don't get laid soon, I'm gonna fucking kill somebody. Like we have incels and all that, and you've all seen a friend who's like, I gotta get laid. I'm freaking out. I'm pent up. Thank God that doesn't happen to animals. Like, what if you just saw like a fox on the side of the road and you're like, shit, I hope that thing's been getting laid, or it just
Yeah,
attacks you.
yeah.
I don't know if animals get angry if they don't get laid like people do.
I wonder. I don't know enough about
Yeah,
it. I know that
yeah.
rodents in New York are going fucking ape shit right
I
now,
heard that. I heard that.
which is like, and it's it's because delivery and all these restaurants aren't putting out the same amount of garbage, so they're not eating.
Ah, so they're eating each other?
They're not taking on humans. They're going at each other.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
Problem solved.
Yeah, exactly. Let them kill each other. It's like what a racist guy says about gang members. He's like, let them kill each other.
You're the mayor of Chicago.
Yeah, they'll even it out.
um, that's fucking hilarious. Well, yeah, something about like animals don't get laid. Like, thank God. Well, I guess that's why you get your animal neutered, right?
Ah, yeah, right.
You ever go to someone's house and the dog hasn't been neutered and he just starts humping your leg and you're like, all right, dude,
Yes.
I'm not even one of you. Like, I don't know what this is.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Like,
great.
I don't do that when I'm horny. I don't fucking run up to a dog and start humping him.
What about pandas? They never fuck.
Yeah, they have to be
You-
forced to fuck.
They have to be forced to fuck. So you would think a panda would just be like, like killing all these zookeepers, but they're not. Thank God.
They're just going in there really slow with the food.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Oh, that's something. The
That's
dog humping
something.
your leg and the panda. Let me write that down. All right, all right. What do you got?
What do I got? Shit, man. I want to do something about how like this is like, I don't know if this is the best or the worst time to get kidnapped. Because like
Oh
it's
yeah.
because maybe it's like bad because they hit up your family for a ransom. Your dad like, all right, but how long have you had him?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we're old. Like, has it been 2 weeks?
Right, right. That's great. Also, uh, you want to make sure that for the first time, you want to make sure the kid is staying in the dungeon. Like don't let the kid. I get it, you kidnapped him, but like keep him down there. Don't let him outside. I don't want to catch anything.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
funny.
there's something there.
It's
I
kind
have
of
a
like
lot of COVID stuff though.
it's like house arrest. Like this is the one time you want to be on it. Like if you had to do it, you'd want to do it during this because you couldn't do it anyway. Couldn't do shit anyway.
That's fucking funny. There's something there.
Yeah. All right. All right.
What
I like
else?
that.
What else you got?
Let's see. This is dumb. Korea is the mullet of countries. It's business on top, party on the bottom, north and south.
I missed it. Say it one more time. I like the ending.
Korea is like the mullet of countries. It's
Yeah,
business on top in North Korea. Then the bottom is fun. That's a
That's funny.
tweet.
No, it's funny. It's funny because that's what Kim Jong Un kind of his hair looks like anyway.
That's true.
Yeah, that's funny, man. That's like I don't know. Yeah, it might just be a tweet, but it's a funny observation.
all right, all right, all right.
It's funny.
Let's see. There's a fine line between. Oh yeah, this could be something. There's a fine line between what women love and hate about men.
Hmm.
Stop me if I've told you this. Like, there's mansplaining, but if a guy helps a woman do something, if he's like, "Oh, let me hammer this in, I got it." She's like, "Oh, this guy knows his shit." So it's like so close because you're like, you're doing that wrong. You do it, and you're a hero. But if you tell her how to do it, you're mansplaining. Or
Yeah.
like,
You have to act
like
like a dipshit while you do something.
yeah,
You have to
yeah,
like
like
fake that you're an idiot and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then you just like amazingly change a tire.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Oh
it's tough.
God, did that work? Oh my God.
Right. It's case by case, like
Yeah.
it's really easy to be a gentleman, and then it's a fine line between gentleman and like cocky controlling guy. I need some good examples. That'll help it.
Yeah,
Um,
it's funny that like mansplaining, but it's also like there's some shit that we're better at, and there's some shit
yeah,
that you're better at, you know?
exactly. My friend was a ski instructor back when we were in college. He did it for like a summer or something. And he was like, I got laid so much because I was in control. All the women loved me because I was telling them how to do it. And I was like, helping them. And he was like, they loved that. And I'm like, isn't that kind of mansplaining? That's when I thought of it. But it's so close.
Yeah, I guess if they're coming to you for help, you can mansplain.
Ah, that's it.
Right? If
That's
you're like
it.
if you're like a tennis instructor, you could be like, this is how you hit the ball. But if you're just a dude, like
Right.
you need the credentials to
You need the
mansplain.
credentials. That's
Yeah.
it. You got to have the diploma up there to back it
Yeah.
up. That's good.
Yeah. That's
All
good.
right.
That's a
That
funny
that
premise.
that saves it.
Yeah, but like you also can't mansplain if it's something that you probably know. Like you can't like just explain the plot of a movie to a woman.
Right.
You can't just be like,
Right,
this is
right.
what's happening right here.
Right.
It
Your
has to be
small
something.
brain
Yeah.
can't compute this. Let me help you. Yeah, no, that's good. But if she's like, well, he's a film expert or like a film reviewer, you're like, oh, okay, let me listen.
Exactly.
All right. Let me put that down. Credentials. All right, hit me.
Um, I had some ideas about. Did you see the Khloe Kardashian thing?
Oh, her face changed or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's she doesn't look like the same human,
Right, right.
which is, I don't know if you had a bit like this or if anyone has a bit like this, but I had thought like first off, I want to do something about how like even Caitlyn Jenner looked at her like, Jesus, like dial it back, you know?
No, that's fine. I don't have anything like that. That's funny.
But I was also thinking like I used to have an old bit, so maybe this is too close to one of my old bits, but like you know, people are with how people are with political correctness on gender switches, like how like if if I get my eyebrows like tweezed, my friends are like, you fucking pussy.
Yeah.
But if I were to change genders, they'd be like, you're a hero, you know?
That's killer.
So
That's
that's
killer.
an old bit of mine, right? So
Oh,
that
okay.
right. So I my whole angle was like for this new idea was like it's just maybe this is too similar. Like if you get gender reassignment surgery, people are like, congrats on finally being you. But if you get plastic surgery, they're like, what the fuck happened to your face?
Right, right. Yeah, that's true. Why can't you change? You can change your identity, but you can't change your face because
Well,
that's
you can say
considered. Well, that's considered. What's the word? Superficial.
well, here's my thing. Like you can change your exactly. It's superficial. So, but then you're like, well, this is who I really want it to be. Maybe like this is who I really
Ah,
am. So if Caitlyn Jenner gets if she gets you know if she gets
gender
a
reassignment.
gender reassignment and you're like, all right, but if she gets it again,
Aha.
now is she a vain asshole?
Oh, that's great. I mean, it's
Right?
it's it's a mouthful, but
It's a
if you can
mouthful.
simplify that, I think
Yeah.
that's big.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, and I wonder if there's something because like if I buy a leather jacket, all my friends are gonna be like, "Who the fuck do you think you are?" Like, well,
Right.
maybe this is who I see myself as. You know?
I know. You can't make a minor switch. It has to be a,
Yes,
you can't just like, also men
that's
with
good.
fashion. I mean, dude, I think about like all the, like, you ever just like about to put on an outfit and you think about what like Keith Robinson, the
Of
seller,
course,
would
all the
say when you
time.
walk in and you're like, can't wear that.
Can't do it. Yeah, I'll be in the dressing room, and every person at the clothing store is like, "You look amazing. You got to buy it." I'm like, I just hear the high school in my head, like, "Oh, you fucking homo. What are you crazy?" So yeah, I can't do it.
I
But I'm with
remember
you.
I remember I walked into the cellar once with a mustache, and Emmy Blotnick said to me, "You look like mean Mateo Lane."
That's good. Evil Mateo.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What else
I
you
don't know.
got?
That's a big one. I like
That's
that.
something there, maybe. Who if the world, if comedy ever gets to be told in a club again?
Right, right. Let's see. I don't know if I got much else. Uh, oh, is this anything? I think, like you always hear women say, like, after I have sex with a guy, I feel connected to him. Like there's an emotional bond. And guys are like, oh, I don't really feel that. I just was trying to get laid. I think the baby factor is what makes them emotional. Like, because the whole point of sex is to have a baby, subconsciously,
Yeah.
in the lizard brain. So they're like, they're maybe like, I'm supposed to have a baby. That's why cougars don't have emotion with fucking.
Wow.
Is that too heavy?
I like it.
Because they're like, they can't have a kid biologically. It's too late.
Yeah. So someone says to you, like, "Man, you like older women?" You're like, "No, I just don't like. I don't like drama."
Right, right. Yes, yes. That's not bad.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. There's something about that. That's for sure. About like,
Also, they
shit.
say a woman's sexual peak is like 36 or something, and a guy's is 18, which is,
Insane.
insane,
We're never on the
insane
same
wiring.
page ever.
Yeah, never.
I mean, that's why teachers fuck their students, probably, right?
Yeah, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, they're
Like,
like, "You're going to prison." She's like, "This is when we're supposed to be having sex."
yeah, biologically, I'm nailing it.
Yeah. um,
That's
that's
funny.
good.
That's a
Yeah,
whole nother angle.
that's another angle. But I kind of like that you're saying like, yeah, older women, but it's also weird that you're 36 and you're like, so you don't have any more years yet where you can have a baby, right?
Hmm.
But it's weird that you like peak right before you.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe it's like the bar. It's like last call, you know?
That's when you get really fucked up.
Yeah, yeah. You're like, I got to do it all now
You're like,
before
fuck.
the.
You're closing 3 shots right now.
Yeah. Hey, that's good. Last call. All
Last
right,
call
all
on my
right.
vagina.
Yes, on my ovaries.
That's funny.
All right, hit me. I'm out.
I don't know if I have much left.
And then I think we got to go. I got to hit the road here.
You got to get back.
Yeah.
This is just an idea I had. Maybe this has been done. This isn't even like, this is probably more of a tweet, but I just wrote this down. Like how only single people can get up on the wrong side of the bed. Because if you're
Ah,
married, you got your side. You can't get up on the wrong side. I've been designated the right side.
right. But isn't that a metaphor?
I
That's not the
guess.
literal side of the
I
bed.
guess. I guess so. I'm just thinking, yeah, maybe I'm thinking too metaphorically.
Right,
Let's
right.
drop it. Let's try something else.
All
All right.
right, all right. I
Maybe
feel
it's
like it's kind
nothing.
of splitting hairs. You're like, well, you know what they mean. That's just
Look.
because you can still wake up in a bad mood, you know,
That's
whether you're
true.
in a relationship or not.
That's true. But you were on your side of the bed.
Yeah, that's true. That'd be a funny
Uh,
thing to yell at somebody. Like, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Like, I saw you. I saw you get up on the right side. Don't pull that shit on me.
um, shit, man. Um, I want to do something about how like some people are excited to homeschool their kids now.
Hmm.
But like I don't know if it's best for their kids. Like I do know we're gonna have some 7-year-olds walking around thinking like 9/11 was an inside job with some of these parents.
Right. Yeah, that's good.
I also like I think the bigger bit is like how like the reason homeschooling's bad is because when you go to school, you get to see how your family measures up. You're like,
Ah,
these are all right, like, oh, this is what other people are like.
Right.
That's the big part of going to school is
Social interaction, social
yeah,
norms. Yeah, that's true. That's why homeschool kids were always the weirdos when we were younger.
yeah. Maybe that's too
But
obvious.
maybe it'll be the other way around from now on. Maybe like people who went to some school are the weirdos.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The pale ones. Are you taking your vitamins? Are you taking vitamin D?
No, I'm getting sun.
Yeah. Look at you. You look so much fucking healthier than I do right now.
No, you look fine. I mean, I've been boozing and shit the whole time, so I was
Yeah.
hungover this morning.
What are you drinking?
I'm sticking with the liquor. I have a beer or two throughout the day. Like we went to the lake yesterday. I sent you a photo, and we were
Yeah.
drinking beers and playing cards and kayaking. And then at night, I switched to the hard stuff.
Kayaking, man. That sounds good.
It's pretty nice.
So it's hilarious. Everyone's like, some people are living indoors. Other people are living out like a Cialis commercial. It's fucking amazing.
And I never did this shit before. I think that's one when you gotta find the perks of this shit. Like try to mix it up, try to do something you would have never done if the pandemic never happened.
There's no middle ground, man. There's no like it's either people are living like kidnap victims or they're fucking out on the town.
Exactly. I had a thought. I was talking to List, and I was texting with Seinfeld, and I was like, I might call him. Maybe List like call him. You should do it because he probably wouldn't take a call from me. But during this, he's like, what else am I doing?
So you talk to him?
No, I haven't done. I was too scared, but I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just give it a shot.
Yeah, there's certain things that are cool about this. I mean, like obviously I'm dying to do comedy, but there's certain fun things about this. I mean, for one thing, I told Taylor, like, we're never going to spend this much time ever again together.
Ever.
It's not possible for our jobs so we're watching so many movies, we're cooking. So we're trying to have fun here, but we will never spend this much time together just because, I'm scared to get back on the road. Like, I'm a little scared, like,
to be alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that because you get so used to it. You have that person right there all the time, then it's just gone. Yeah, like it's funny because she was the lady was like, oh, when you go on a weekend, it's gonna be weird. I'm gonna be so bored and lonely. And I'm like, I know, but that's why we gotta just. I feel like you can't get any credit with ladies. You can't build up credit, So like. Yeah, I was like, this is it. Let's cherish it now.
Doesn't Tom Papa have that great bit where they ask, is it hard going on the road and being away from your family? Bits. And he said, yeah, it's hard not whistling while I pack.
What a line that is, huh? That's
so
one of the
fucking
best.
funny.
So he's underrated.
Good. Yeah, he's great. I love him.
All
right. Well, I'm keeping you. Go drive back. Let's do this weekly. This is fun, man.
Let's do it. I love it. Yeah. It's good to catch up. It's good to run bits.
I love it. It's good to just shoot the shit, man.
Yeah, totally. Tell Taylor I said hi, and maybe if you don't mind, I might give her a buzz about the manager. I want to pick her brain.
We're making some changes, man.
Yeah, totally. It's a whole new leaf. We're gonna come out of this thing with new reps, new world, new bits. We'll see.
All right, dude. Let's talk next week.
All right, sounds good. Take it easy.